The Clippers win the opening tip as we get things started at Staples.
So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in LA. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in LA now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. They go down low to Simmons. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
An easy two, get back on defense.
George goes to the left side. Here comes the screen. To Leonard. Driving right to the basket, and he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Able to convert on both free throws. Simmons with it. Down two. To Embiid. Finish that. Leonard. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. So it'll stay with the LA Clippers. Leonard. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range. Here's Simmons with it up top. Down four. To Allen. With a drop step. Won't go. Beverley into the front court. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Nice pass to set things up.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Leonard to Beverley. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard to George. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. In the front court comes Simmons. Lead is 2. To Tobias Harris. Richardson. Joel Embiid. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Paul George. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
To Paul George. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia to Tobias Harris. Grayson Allen. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. To Allen. Richardson. They go down low to Simmons. And it's Zubac with the rebound. To Leonard. Great feed. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Simmons with it. They're down 3. To Richardson. Simmons. To Tobias Harris. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Leonard. Beverly. To the rim, lays it up and in.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Sixers call for time. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Even to Zubac with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Grayson Allen to Simmons. Shot from the lane won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
To Richardson. And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. Beverly into the front court. Up 5. George. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
They go down low to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. Now 4 for 9.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Clippers have the basketball. To George. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Slam dunk.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Morris to Richardson. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Oops, he missed the first one. Misses the second as well. Beverly into the front court. His team up by 7. Lets it fly from long range. He's been waiting a long time for that one to go down.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
And stuffs it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Paul George. Count the bucket for 2.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Sixers control it. Simmons to Brunson. To Michael Green. Sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw up and good as they open things up.
Substitutions, L.A. Subbing in for Philadelphia, number 9, Kyle O'Quinn.
17-footer at the buzzer, and it's no good as time runs out on the first quarter of play. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Brunson.
Free pizza.
Flushes it home.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Gilgeous Alexander. Fires the 3, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
C to 3, B to 3. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
Brunson to Horford. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
With a drop step. Not that time.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're gonna lower the chances of them making that shot.
Raul Neto has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And he makes them both. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely, but everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's the second time in his career he's been named 6th Man of the Year, and that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Ben Simmons. Into the game for LA.
Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Throws it down.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Add 2 points to the board.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Ben Simmons.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Has a look. Count the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons. Baseline drive. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Simmons into the front court. Down a dozen. Deep left corner to Simmons. Here comes the screen. Simmons. It was right there.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Simmons out of bounds off Ben Simmons. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for Los Angeles. Number 21, Patrick Beverly.
Beverly into the front court. The lead is 12. Here comes the screen. Beverly. Short jumper misses. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Williams into the front court. Up a dozen to Beverly. Down for Harkless. No, I missed a short one there. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Allen. Chance here for the process. Joel Embiid. 3 for 6 now.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Now a steal by Philly.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Down 12 to Richardson. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Harkless to Beverly. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Richardson to Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
To Beverly.
I got blocked. Little help.
Grayson Allen. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 33, Tobias Harris. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Grayson Allen. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Joel Embiid. Huge block. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Harris to Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. Joel Embiid. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Beverly. Now a steal by Philly. To Richardson. Down low for Harris. Here's a chance from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Miles Bridges. Trying to cash in. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Brunson to Richardson. To Allen. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. It's LA Clippers ball. Won't go down. Beverly gets to the basket and scores.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Brunson to Tobias Harris. Knocked loose. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lou Williams. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Subbing in.
Grayson Allen.
Los Angeles Clippers. Number 14.
Embiid to Richardson. Embiid. Not going down for him this time. To Beverly. Harkless. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Has a chance, and he's going to the line to shoot.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Number 11 to the line for 2.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocked loose. And that one is out. To Beverly from long range. And Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
LA Clippers with the basketball. No good. Defense catching a break there. Richardson to Embiid. Can't miss those. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Beverly. Jumper's good. Brunson to Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go. To Beverly. Screen coming. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. To Allen. Brunson. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Beverly into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. The pass set it all up.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more off that one.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot in.
Beverly into the front court. The lead is 11. Miles Bridges lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Team foul number 2. Los Angeles Clippers are in the penalty.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Long heave from 3/4 court. First half in the books. The Clippers are out in front.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Clippers are up after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers. The 76ers have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for
Sixers control it. Simmons to Tobias Harris. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
Clippers have it. Paul George. And he'll head to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. With a drop step. Has a look. Harris's shot won't go. Almost. Unlucky bounce. And he's going to the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Tobias Harris at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. He throws it down.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side, on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
Leonard. That no good. Off the mark. To Leonard. For 3. And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Can't connect from in close. To George. Paul George. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
It's LA Clippers ball. To Paul George. Probing the defense. It's PG for 2. The screen sets him up for 2. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
You've got to get that one to go. They go down low to Simmons. And scores on the Euro step.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Embiid. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LA Clippers with the basketball. George. Trying to cash in. It's no good. Great defense.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Paul George. Now a steal by Philly. Richardson knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
To George. Screen coming. George. To Leonard. Has a chance and scores. Nice move, Jay.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
In the front court comes Simmons. The deficit now up to 12. Embiid, good for 2.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Paul George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George. Rebound comes down to Simmons. Philadelphia with the basketball to Richardson. Chance for the process. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Embiid is such an outlier. There's nothing normal about him, nor does he want anything to be normal about him, which is even scarier with a guy with that kind of talent who possesses that type of mentality. A guy that big, that dominant down low, that boy different.
Simmons with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Allen. It's good.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Fires the three. No good. That's great defense. Patrick Beverly. He's now 5 for 6.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Leonard. Paul George. And it's Simmons to claim the rebound. Richardson to Tobias Harris. Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Simmons. Short jumper off the mark. Beverly into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Harris. Clippers have it. And throws it down. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Subbing in for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 33, Tobias Harris.
Brunson to Tobias Harris. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him, make him think that maybe you will take him, maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. And a nice finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Richardson to Horford. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
George. That one's going to be out of bounds. Grayson Allen to Brunson. Richardson to Tobias Harris. Brunson to Allen. For three. Brunson forced that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Brunson to Tobias Harris. The drive right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To George. Lets it fly from long range, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one, count it. It's the second. One more coming. Knocks down all three at the line. Sixers controlling. To Tobias Harris. Brunson to Tobias Harris. Has a look. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance in that play.
Al Horford snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Brunson to Horford. Driving right to the basket. Kawhi Leonard swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Paul George. Screen coming. Count it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Richardson to Horford. Deep left corner. Richardson to Horford. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Al Horford, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Yes, sir.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Nothing going here on that drive.
Hands up. You got it. You got it.
Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers got the win in a nail-biter. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The 76ers must be devastated after such a close loss. This loss is probably all the more frustrating, given how well they were attacking the second effort plays. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Los Angeles Clippers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.